Hi, this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff for our two antique booths and our two antique malls, Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan, and Maumee Antique Mall in Maumee, Ohio. So today we're going to do something different. We're going to redo this living room because I am getting tired of the turquoise and the red, and it's time for an update. So we're going to go to more of a farmhouse decor, and let me show you how we can do that. So here it is previously. It's pretty, but could be a lot more work done on it. And some of this needs to be cleaned in here. I need to wash the drapes and vacuum the floors and give it all a nice sweet update, wash down the door, do all kinds of stuff like that to freshen it all up. So here's a view from the other side of the room. I have a turquoise mirror over there hiding in the corner, and lots of pictures with turquoise and red accents. And we're going to try to do this on this budget, so I'm going to be repainting a lot of stuff to show you how you can refresh your living rooms with just a little bit of money. So this is the first thing we're going to tackle, even though it's not necessarily very beautiful with a big cat bed on there. This area we set up for Annie. I don't know if any of you remember Annie, our little pug who passed away when she lost her partner, which was Benji, our Chihuahua. She was so lonely, but she liked to look outside, and that seemed to make her happy. So we set that up for her before she passed away, and guess what? The cats have taken it over. And even though it's not the most attractive thing in the room, it's very functional, and our animals are very happy. And sometimes you just have to do the right thing for your animals in your house. So we're going to paint this. I think we're going to paint it white, and we're going to get rid of this turquoise. Here's another piece of furniture that we're going to paint, and this is kind of the catch-all corner. I'm sure everybody's got some of those. And I think we're going to paint this black, and we might even paint the clock too. So to go with our new, more farmhouse scene, which is more like our house because we live in a farmhouse. So we're going to have to pull this furniture out today, and we're going to get painting. So this piece of furniture here, I actually could go ahead and paint this too, but I actually bought a black one at a garage sale this summer, and I have a white one upstairs I may switch them around for because my upstairs bedroom still has turquoise in it, and the hallway leading to it is kind of decorated that way. So I don't think we're going to have to paint this one. We're just going to have to do some switching around. Here's another item that we're going to paint. I really like it. It's very turquoise. I'm thinking I'm going to go with black on this. So we're going to take this outside. It's a beautiful warm day in Michigan today. It's November 2nd. What the world is going on, I don't know. But it's like going to be 70 degrees today. So we're going to take advantage of this beautiful warm fall day, and we're going to get some painting done. And here's a little grouping here I'm going to probably redo with new things that I've pulled out from the mall. And just it's a funny story about this picture. I wanted to show you this picture. So this picture was kind of a fall picture, and it had lots of oranges and yellows, but I really liked it when I was doing this type of decor. So this is something that can easily be done. I took green, several shades of green, and a paintbrush, and I repainted right over it. So it would be something that I could use all year round and not just a fall picture. So that's one of the tricks I do with paintings that I maybe got at a garage sale or got real inexpensive, and I liked them but didn't like certain colors. I just paint right over them. And here's another grouping that I'm going to probably replace with some items from the mall. These are of course red and turquoise. And I have a black lantern at the mall I just pulled out, so I think we could redo this a little bit better to coincide with our new theme. So here's our first piece of furniture that we're going to paint. I've debated whether to make it white or black. I think I'm going to make it white just because it's kind of a big heavy piece, and I won't have to move it again if I change the colors in my living room. So I think we're just going to go white with this, and we'll see how it looks here. I have a flat spray paint. We've sanded it down. Now if you really want to learn how to paint things properly, follow the Turned Leg. She's my friend. She has a YouTube, and she can show you all the wonderful techniques of how to paint furniture really well. I'm kind of lazy. I just use spray paint for myself, but It is not by no means the proper technique. If you want to know the proper stuff, follow her. That's the turn leg. So let's get started painting this. So we did a little bit of the front door just to see what it's going to look like, and I think this is going to be the right color for this. It's looking pretty good. Now this piece of furniture, this is something from the 70s. It is by no means a really nice piece of furniture. There's a lot of plastic in it. But look how beautiful it looks when you start to paint it a different color. And of course we removed all our handles here first. And like I said, did a little sanding. So let's see if we can finish this piece. So here's our table all painted in white, and it took a little bit more paint than I realized. I bought 2 cans and it took 3, and luckily I had an extra one in the basement. So the next table I kind of got ready. I have it upside down. Here I'm going to paint this one black. It was red previous. And one thing I learned from the turn leg is always start with your furniture upside down. And she is right, because it's so much fun to do the top first because it looks so drastic. But the best thing to do is to turn it upside down. And we had a lot of traffic today. We got a lot of farmers in the fields and tractors going by and all that kind of thing. So let's get to this one while our white one dries. So we have this table, a pretty good start. We got a lot of the black on the legs done and on the bottom. I'm not going to paint the very bottom. Nobody's ever going to see that anyway. So we got it partially done, and we're going to let this dry, and then we'll tip it over and do the rest. We got the white piece of furniture already taken care of, and now we got the table painted black. And boy, that turned out good. So we still have a little bit more painting to do. We're going to paint this gate that was up on the wall, and I have it's almost like a rusty brown color, so it kind of matches the clock we have in there. So we're going to see how this goes. It has a little bit of a texture to it. It makes me a little bit nervous, but we're going to give it a try and see how it looks. I repainted this black, and this is the back side. I see I missed some spots there, but it looks a bit of a mess because there's like a textured paint now under it, and I see lots of spots I missed. I got my glasses on now, that's why. So I think this was a good solution to it all. The brown textured paint it didn't work well. Now maybe, I didn't read the directions. Maybe I wasn't doing something properly, but I've used it before. I know it doesn't go very far, but I'll probably I have 2 cans. I'll probably keep that for some frames that I want to paint. Those are smaller items, and I think it'll work on that. But anyway, sometimes you make mistakes and you gotta fix it, and the good thing about paint is you can cover it up. So let's get this side finished, and then we'll do the front side. It was good that I started with the back. I bought this wreath at a store where it was clearance for $20. I want to put a wreath on the gate, but it's a summer wreath, and what makes it look so summery is these purple flowers. So I'm going to show you a little trick. Sometimes I've replaced the plants if I don't like them, but oftentimes I don't really want purple in this room. You can just snip those off like that, and I just want it to be green, and you really can't tell. Now sometimes I've even, if there's been it's been a really good wreath and it has like Christmas flowers on it or something like that I don't want it, I've bought those oftentimes and just replaced the flowers, because it's cheaper to buy something like this on clearance and modify it than to make a new one or to buy a new one. So I like lavender, but not necessarily in this place. So we're going to cut all those off, and then we'll see what it looks like. And there we go. We got all those cut off, and I mainly have green. I'm thinking about cutting off these berries too, but I don't think they're going to really hurt anything. So I think we'll leave those on. But a beautiful just green wreath, and that's what I wanted. And I got it for a lot cheaper because it was out of season. And here we go. We cut off our little purple tips, and this looks absolutely beautiful on this gate. So another thing done for our new room, that we just repurposed the gate and added that beautiful sail wreath. I think it was originally $40 and I got it for $20. So a lot of times, for me, that's a lot of money. I buy a lot of stuff at garage sales, but I think it was worth it. It looks really beautiful. Well, I was looking for something to get a little height on my cabinet with the TV on it, and I thought this might work just perfect. It's in pretty rough shape. I think I paid $2 for it at a garage sale, so I'm going to paint it black and see how that looks. I started putting the spray paint on this, and oh my gosh, it looks really good. It's amazing what you could do with a can of spray paint. I spray paint everything around here. My neighbors probably think I'm absolutely nuts, but oh well, I kind of am, so that's okay. But look at how good it's starting to look. This is going to be awesome. So check out these pictures here I got. I have had these for years. I got them at a garage sale for $3 a piece. They're old Detroit pictures. They're obviously reproductions that they framed, because I've seen these before in the antique mall. But I just couldn't bear myself from selling them. I kept them and kept them. I thought, one day I'm going to find a spot for them. Well, this is the one day. And they look really pretty here in the living room. So I'm so happy to get these up. I don't know how well you can see them on camera, but there's Woodward Avenue, 1916. And this is the Fox Theater. It's got a little glare to it, but 1929. So cool. In my son's old bedroom, I have all old black and whites all over the place. It's kind of turned into my office area, but it's still a guest room too. So I have lots of these black and white pictures. But like I said, I had these in the corner of that room forever. Couldn't bear to sell them. And now I found the perfect spot. I knew that would eventually happen. So here are the pictures behind the door in the living room. So I have a variety of different things that I always like to try before I leave them here, and I'm lucky to be an antique dealer, junk dealer, so I can try things and see how they look. So I have 3 of these candle holders. We'll put these to the side. And I'm trying to decide which lantern. I think I like this one the best, but I'm going to show you guys the other ones. There's that one. Here's this one. I think it looks too big. If you disagree with me, you'll have to put it in the comments, but I think that one's too big. Let's try this one. They all got price tags on because they're going to get sold. Whatever ones I'm not using is going to get sold. Now this one's kind of pretty. I still think it seems a little too big for that spot. This table is pretty narrow. I got a smaller one in black, so let's see what this one looks like. Whoops. Banging everything together. That's not bad, but I have a lot of black right in a row here, so I'm kind of thinking the gold one's going to work. So let's try the gold one again. Plus I have a lot of this filigree throughout the room. So this is how I decide. Like I said, luckily I don't have to go to the store 50 times. I usually can just go to my booth, and I think that one is the best, especially with this black wrought iron gate thing. So here's that little black shelf that I painted out in front. I think it was like a beige or a pink. It has all kinds of different colors on it that I paid, I want to say $2 for. Look how cute it turned out with all the little stuff on there. So there's some vintage pictures of my family and some, I always wanted to put out my Viewmaster, so there's one of them. And then here's the real old one. I don't know there's a name for that, but I can't think what it is right now. And I have all the cards in here and a little metal pail. But I always wanted to put that out so when people come over, they can take a look at all that stuff and they can play around with it and have a little fun with it. So there's that shelf all done. So here's my living room. I got a facelift and it was all very reasonably priced. So we're going to go around. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I had. One thing that made it really reasonable is I kept all the furniture because it wasn't in too bad a shape. And when I bought this furniture and when I bought the draperies, I got everything in neutral tones because I had several very colorful living rooms in the past. So I decided this time I'm going to buy neutral. So if I want to change the color, it can be easily done. And I'm not stuck with like burgundy and green for 20 years or whatever it was. I had a variety of real colorful things. So this time when I bought furniture, like I said, it's neutral and I could keep it. The draperies I even kept. I just washed them and freshened them up a little bit. So let's go around and see what we have. So the first thing is over here, and this is where our TV stand is on. This is a dresser that I had previously got from our past living room, and I believe I spent about $35, $40 on it, and then it's got a few chips on it. We have to kind of fix that up, but we put new handles on it, and my husband painted that for me. It was actually a dresser from a bedroom set, and it was at an estate sale. So we already previously had that, so we're just going to reuse that. It's white, it goes with everything, and it looks nice. Now over here in the corner, we have the shelf that I found out in the barn that I probably paid about $2 for, and I spray painted it black. All the accessories I already had, except a couple of the little plants, and some I got new and some I got at Damascus House, which is a little thrift store in our town. This one I believe was a new one, and this one was new here. This one I think I got for like $2 at Damascus House. I'll put a running total at the end. And I'm certainly not a decorator or anything like that, but this is how I do things, and I just thought it'd be nice for people to see how you can redo things in your house for really reasonable. Now the little tree here was in my husband's office. His office needs to be more functional than decorative at this point because he has so much stuff. He's a photographer. So I took that from there. It was one of those little things I bought at a garage sale. I know I paid less than $5 for it, but I really liked it and didn't want to get rid of it. So all those things tend to end up in my husband's office because I know one day I'm going to use them. The picture on the wall was new, and that was, I believe it was $50 or $60. The pictures are what really cost me the most amount of money. So there's that little vignette there. Over here in the corner, I'm glad I kept them because they really look good here. Sometimes you got to keep a few things. I don't want to have too much stuff, but there's some things that just you really like and you can't get rid of. So those look perfect there. And then over here, I got these feather prints. I like feathers. At like a building type of store, and they were on clearance for $30. This was turquoise, and I just painted this white. Okay, and over here in the corner, we have Keter sleeping on top of a box. And this table here was red. So I spray painted it black. Wow, I think it turned out a lot better in black. Oops, sorry about the sun there. And this lantern was another thing that was in my husband's office. Is one of those things, again, that I just couldn't bear to sell because I really liked it. And so it came out here for the new living room. These vase and the chicken came from the antique booth. And this dress form here, I use this for shows. And I normally store it in the barn, but you know, it looks so cute there. Why store it in the barn? Put it out here in the living room, just pull it out when I need it. So I put some greenery around there too. And then the clock I had, and this picture here I bought. And I believe this one was about $40. That was my biggest investment, was pictures and spray paint. So let's go on over here to the other corner of the room. And this gate here was turquoise, and I spray painted it black. And boy, it looks a lot better in black, I'll tell you. That was the best decision I ever made. Over here in the corner is most of the stuff I already had. The silver things and little black cups. I got those at a garage sale. That painting of flowers there, I got that at Damascus House. I think it was like $2.50 or something. The lamp I had it upstairs in my bedroom with a really obnoxious blue and white shade. And so I didn't want that up there anymore anyway, so I just got a new shade for that. And I think that was around $20. This picture here I bought new. And I want to say this one was about $50 too. I thought it was so pretty. The pillows are the coolest thing though. Look at all these cute pillows. I did so good on these pillows. I went on Bin Store and I got 2 pillow covers like this black with this brown edging on it. I got 2 of those for $1. And what I did is recovered our old red pillows that I used to have out here. You certainly can't tell. And then these two pillows here, I got on $2 Day. And it was, I believe, a Target palette that they had in there. And boy, those look really nice. And the black and white one I already had. And the same thing with these ones with the little balls around the edge. I got those at in-store, and they were literally $1 for two of them. So pillows were so reasonable because I used the bin stores, and I just recovered my existing pillows, and they look fine. So that turned out super cute. And then over here is my little table to my stairway. And I did buy this sign here new. I believe I got it at Big Lots for $10. And then I had the little box. And this lantern here I got at Damascus House. I want to say I spent probably $4 on it. I put some greenery in the inside. I had a bunch of greenery downstairs. I did buy some new greenery. Most of it I already had. And then this here, I just thought these beady things are cool. I like the cross. This was actually a Christmas ornament. I got it at, I think, Hobby Lobby. And they had 60% off, so I think that was only a couple dollars. So that looks really cute on there. And then down here, this was another thing in my husband's office. This little plant thing here. Another thing I had on top of a cabinet that I couldn't sell because I liked it. And then this little sign, I believe, was around $1.50 or so. I got that at Damascus House. We got cat toys in the corner. They just didn't get removed. But anyways, that's how we really live. But anyways, here at the table, I had a turquoise table here. And I could have painted it. But I bought this little black table at a garage sale for $5. And it was another one of those things. I thought, I'm just going to keep this in the barn. I was thinking about changing the living room. And I thought, I might use this. And if I don't, I'll just sell it. This here is the chair that we already had. And I bought a slipcover for this. I think it was off of Amazon for like $15. So it's one of those types of chairs that you can keep changing the slipcovers on, which made it look super cute. So there's our living room. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm no decorator, of course, but I think for an amateur it turned out okay. And being I'm always looking for bargains, I wanted to show you how you could do things for yourself while getting some bargains at garage sales and stores and flea markets and what have you. And by just buying cans of paint, you can make your furniture work. So here's another overall look at it. And there we go. Facelift for a living room on a bargain price. And this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye, and I'll see you again. Bye.